Hello and welcome back to my channel, Cozy Gamer Jessa. And this is the 11th episode of my Let's Play on my island Acorn. If you're interested in watching the previous episodes, the playlist will be linked down below. In our last episode, we went villager hunting and we finally got our first Dreamy from our official Dreamy list. We got Bo on our island. But in today's video, we're going to be doing a few things, including putting down paths and cleaning up the island a little bit, and just normal island tasks so we can prepare for more builds in the future. We have to clean up all the flowers pretty much. So I started out my day by talking to my villagers, and Kyle with the weird conversations comes in strong. Anyways, this is Bo, our new villager, and I feel like his house needs to be redecorated because it looks not that good. But I mean, most villager houses don't look that good in my opinion. So I'm gonna pull up my map real quick and you can see that we have very little terraforming, just the entrance done so far. But my goal for today is to work on behind resident services and to the left of resident services, because I want to put Able Sisters and move Nook's Cranny onto a cliff. I also want to move the museum because where I placed it is just like a very inconvenient area. Like, it just doesn't look good. So we're going to be moving that. And we have to buy a few inclines also. But as you can see, I have my resident services is overgrown with flowers, weeds, and tree stumps. So I have to clean up the area first, and then we'll be laying down the path and then start terraforming. So as I mentioned earlier, I was thinking about decorating Bo's house, but also I would like to decorate like all of the villager houses. But I have to go and play through the DLC, and you need to do 30 houses and like all the like community builds over there before you can unlock building the villager houses. So if you're interested in seeing me play through the DLC, just leave a comment down below so I know, because I have a plan for the cul-de-sac. I want all the houses to be matching like a suburb, I guess. Like, you know how you have streets of like houses that just all look the same. That's my goal for the back of the island cul-de-sac. So finally, after cleaning up that little bit of waterscaping and the flowers, I'm starting to do my path. And originally I was just gonna have a path up to the museum, and I'm recording this voiceover after the fact, and I do end up moving the museum like I said I was in the beginning, because when I put down the path it just did not look right. But I did ended up cutting that part out of the video because I thought it was kind of pointless to watch me put down a path to the museum and then pick it back up and then end up moving the museum. So in this area I'm gonna have like a shopping district where I'm gonna have Nook's Cranny and Able Sisters. I also want to make like a shopping, I don't know, shopping area build, maybe like a flea market type of vibe to blend in with the rest of the shops. And so the shopping district is a little bit bigger and it's just not just two shops. Also, I'm not really sure where I'm gonna put the campsite. If you have any suggestions on where I should put it, just leave them down below. I currently have it behind the museum and resident services, but I definitely want to move it somewhere else, but I'm just not really sure where. And I've seen people decorate their campsites as like music venues, so I'm not really sure how I'm gonna decorate it either. I might just do a actual campsite build around it, but let me know your ideas down below. Alright, so this is the path all finished that's going to be connecting the resident services to the shopping district. And now I'm going to start terraforming, and I've decided that I'm going to have Nook's Cranny and the museum up on the second level, but I'm going to keep Able Sisters on the bottom, and I'm just going to have two inclines, one that goes to Nook's Cranny and then one that goes to the museum. And I'm contemplating if I should just make the whole back of my island on the second level, but I'm not sure yet. I haven't yet decided. It's just a thought. So like most of my terraforming, I kind of just wing it, and I didn't really know what shape I wanted. I just knew that I needed to have enough room for the museum and Nook's Cranny, but also have a walkway in between is what my plan was. So I might have to revise this and make the walkway thicker. So I know it's kind of weird that my island has a lot of terraforming and waterscaping. It's just, that's my build style, and all my islands have had a lot of terraforming, a lot of waterscaping. I just like the way it looks, and also the way it separates each area with like the terraforming surrounding it, because I don't really know how to do it anyway else. But I do like the look of the town themed islands, and that was my original idea, was to make it like a town island, I guess, with very little terraforming. But I just don't know how I would have accomplished that with my type of skill set, I guess. But either way, I think it's gonna look really nice at the end, and I'm really eager to build more and start on the cul-de-sac especially. Alright, so I'm gonna go talk to Tom Nook and get our first incline. I always forget how much they are. They're kind of expensive, especially if you're fishing or selling crops for money. It'd be kind of hard to buy a bunch of staircases with just doing that. But when you really think about it, Tom Nook is really making a lot of money off of you. With all the loans, and then the inclines, the bridges. You're doing a lot for this island when you think about it. You're even bringing the residents to this island and building their houses. I'm already back at Tom Nook's again, buying another incline. I know I needed two, but it's over 400,000 bells for these two inclines. It's kind of insane to me, because that's half of my loan just going to inclines. And after this, we have to pay him to move the museum and move Nook's Cranny. So that's another 20,000 bells right there. Really gonna have to grind for some money soon. I wanted to do the stock market, but I really didn't make that much last time, and I don't know, I'm kind of scared to gamble with all my bells. And I really can't sell my pumpkins for money because I need them for all my furniture items that I have to use for my builds. So I'm kind of stuck on how to get a lot of bells, other than treasure islands, of course. I wonder if anyone has done an experiment with the donation system, when you buy an incline or a bridge, to see how long it would take for your 10 villagers to actually pay off the construction fee for one. Because I feel it would probably take years, because they donate such a little amount each time. Alright, so I'm placing down my log staircase, and I was gonna move Nook's Cranny up above of this staircase, but since they're upgrading their shop, I won't be able to move their shop for 2 more days in game. So that's probably gonna have to wait till next video, or whenever I'm playing the game next, I'll do it. But that's the plan, to have it up there and have it decorated. And you can see in the background, Rodeo's house is right up against the cliff, and I have to move his house so I can expand the cliff so Nook's Cranny could even fit up on top and have a walkway. So I also have to move his house. Luckily for us, I can move it this episode and not have to wait So the last thing I really wanted to do today was sell my turnips, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember how much they sold for, but I know it was over 160 bells per turnip or whatever, and which really isn't making that much because I bought them for 104, but I was afraid that the number that they would, or the stock market selling price would go down, and I didn't want to lose any money because I can't really afford to lose any bells right now. So I just sold them to Timmy and really didn't make that much, but at least I made some bells off of it, like nearly 300,000 bells, which isn't too bad. It almost pays for all of the construction costs. Almost. Well, that's it for today, guys. And thank you so much for watching. Please consider commenting, subscribing, liking, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!